Hey, good morning. How are you guys? I'm kind of afraid today because the Q&As, I am kind of afraid of them because they don't have any boundaries. They don't have there's not like a PowerPoint that you can follow or anything like that. I mean, Q&As will bounce around. And it's really good though, in a way, for you guys to get these unanswered questions out there. And not only that, the people that are watching us, and we usually have, Adiel, between Facebook and YouTube, about how many people watching on every single. George, last class we had, there was 300. But it's about 300 people. So you guys got to understand this. It's not you guys here alone. There are 300 other realtors out there that are depending on these questions that you guys have to be able to help them and assist them with their real estate careers. So do not be afraid. There is no question too silly, okay? So want to open up the class with just, the changes that's been going on in our industry. Boy, I don't know if you guys are afraid or not, because if you guys are watching YouTube, Facebook, and all of these, Instagram, TikTok, and all that, they're talking about millions of realtors losing their license. Not you guys. Well, at Partnership Realty, we're a one flat fee company, okay? So we don't have these bounced around fees. We have one fee, and one thing that we are here for one thing and one thing only, to serve our community, to help our clients, to assist them with their needs. You guys got to understand something. Not every single seller can pay 6% commission. Not every seller can pay 4%. You don't know, you guys do not know what the seller's true needs are unless they decide that they want to open up, and just share it with you. Most of them, they don't, okay? But what you do need to do is you guys need to know how to do what's called the seller's net proceeds. What's the seller's net proceeds? Do you guys know what that is? Right. Seller's net proceeds is the check amount that the seller or sellers is going to get at closing. You should never take a listing unless you've got what's called the seller's net proceeds. Now, we've got two ways of doing it. I've done many classes that you can watch on YouTube, and I've got them in Spanish and English. There's one way that I like the most, is manual. I love doing it manually. Why? Because I love knowing everything there is to know about my line of work. The other one is using Title Partners software. We've got a software with just 5 different numbers that you need and dates in there. You plug them in, and you are going to get what's called a preliminary HUD. That preliminary HUD is so close because every single seller's net proceeds, doesn't matter what title company you go to, it doesn't matter what attorney you go to, they are only estimates, but our estimates are very, very, very accurate, okay? You cannot go to a listing without having a seller's net proceeds or a preliminary HUD. And then you want your seller to agree to it. Now, sometimes they can agree to it because 6% commission is way too much. They might want 5. They might want 4. And me, from the way I look at it, I'm here to help my client. Whatever the client needs. If the client needs 3%, and for example, I'm sharing 1% for me as the listing agent and 2 for the cooperating agency, that's the way I'll do it. Or 1.5 and 1.5. Or if it's 4%, 2 and 2. But you have to see what the seller's needs are. And then they're going to look at the bottom line and they're going to go, yes, I can work with 4% commission. I can work with 5% commission. So I've had sellers that have done one of two things. They've actually told realtors, listen, we'll pay 7% commission. We are in dire need of this property being sold, first of all. Second of all, I've had other sellers that said, I will give a bonus if it closes per such and such date. Why a bonus? They really need it to close for whatever personal reasons that they've got. I don't know. But you guys have to ask the sellers and listen and find out. And then as professionals, which we are, okay, as professionals, which we are, we're going to advise them. Well, listen, I think it's the being on the CMAs that I did. The properties here in this neighborhood, they're taking anywhere from 40 to 60 to 70 to 80 days to close. But I think if we might entice it, if you have the budget, if you've got the budget, and we can entice it by maybe paying a little bit more to the cooperating agency or helping out the buyers with their closing costs, correct? We could sell this property a lot quicker. So there's something there extremely important. And this is what's going on right now with all these class action lawsuits, that people are coming in, and I've spoken to realtors that come from other office, and I've sat with them. I've sat with them for sometimes hours and try to convince them that their way of thinking is so freaking antiquated. It is just so way of not doing business in 2024 or 2023, which was just last year. If I don't get 6%, I won't do it. Are you kidding me? That's not the way you think. If I don't get 5% minimum, I will not do it. I'll pass on it. Are you kidding me? Listen, guys, a profit is a profit. A profit. And especially, forget the profit. Forget the word profit. You're helping somebody who needs your help. Not everybody is well off. Listen, there are so many scenarios that get presented, and we want to be there to help them. So let's talk to them. If they're asking for 4%, you don't really know the personal reason, and they don't really need to share it with you either. They don't need to share it with you unless they want to share it with you, correct? But there's a reason that they want 4% commission. There's a reason that they want 5%. Or maybe there's a reason that they want 3%. But you guys are missing the big picture. What's the big picture here? Well, if you're my client and I have to do 3% with you, correct? You don't understand. The money's not important to me as a realtor. It's not. It's the relationship with you. I am helping you, and once you trust me, correct, to be able to help you sell your house or purchase your home, what you're going to do is a family member comes around, a coworker or a friend, and is going to say, "Oh, didn't you sell the house? How did it go with that realtor?" Well, it went really well. He helped me out. And possibly that coworker, that friend, or that family is not going to have the same needs. They're going to want to move their home quickly, okay? And so I tell you that you don't judge every book by its cover. You treat everybody with this, as required and needed.
Yeah, when I have in my listing, what I can see is if you have example 6% commission,
right?
They have a more opportunity to sell the property. I don't know what do you think about this, because when somebody put a 4%, the people, the realtors, they say, not all, but sometimes they say 4%.
They walk around it? Okay, yes and no. I totally disagree with that. I apologize. I don't mean to sound, but this is why we're here with an open conversation.
What's the question?
Okay, the question is that some realtors, which yes, you know how many times I've heard that in my career? A lot. Some realtors will walk around like a very small percentage to them. They shouldn't. They really, truly shouldn't. You want to know why? Because you don't know, again, as I just explained, the needs of that seller. That seller probably can only afford to pay because the dollar amount that they're getting at the time of closing, they need that dollar amount in order to buy or rent another property or pay off whatever debt they might have. So me as a realtor, me as a buyer's realtor, and I see 2% commission to me or even 1% commission to me, I'm still going to help my client.
What about if it's two property equal, one give you 4%, the other one give you 6%?
Yeah, they're never equal. They're never equal.
Similar.
Yeah, they're never equal, because when you walk in, one's going to be more refurbished, one's going to have more upgrades. Now that's a big savings for that buyer. One's going to have a bigger lot located here, the newer roof. You know, we need to evaluate both of them of which is going to be the best decision for our buyer. Okay, and I am going to go with the best decision for our buyer. You know, I mean, this is just my way of thinking, guys. Everything that I'm sharing with you guys is nothing more than opinion. You're going to walk in. You guys have walked into this room with one opinion, and you're walking out of here with what? A separate opinion. So, you know, it's just things for you guys, food for thought. It's just food for thought, things for you guys to think about.
I believe the best way that I've been adjusting, because we all before asked for 6% or 5%
Right.
or whatever it was a common number for everybody.
It still is.
Right, but I learned in another class, if we write down previously a list of the service that we are able to provide singularly, each one of us, because even we can probably think everybody can do the same thing, and it's not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, right. If you personalize your list and you explain the client one by one, take your time, explain them what you're going to do for the client, and ask the client how much are you able to pay for this type of service.
Again, it's going to fall.
Sometimes it will be high.
I don't mean
you're going to get surprised.
I don't mean to disagree with whoever the instructor was over there, and I don't mean to, but it's going to fall back on the client's need. Some clients, because of medical histories, some clients because of family medical history, some clients because they just bought the property not even a year ago, they don't have the equity to give 6% commission. Okay? Something else. I've gone to go get listings, and I've gone to listings with my business card in my hand only. Now, for new realtors, I do suggest exactly what you just said. Write down all the benefits that you are able to provide them, okay, at Partnership Realty, because let me tell you something. There's very few companies to barely no company that can offer every resource that we've got here. Every resource, there's barely none that can offer this, okay? So write down all those resources and show them the value. Show them the value that you have to offer them, whether it's at 6%, 5%, 4%, 3%, whatever the case may be. If you've done your legwork and you found out that these individuals have owned the home for 20 years, 30 years, it's paid off, then sure. But I've done one step further than what you're talking about. I have gone to listings where I've sat down with the seller, and there has been, I don't know, 10, 15 pamphlets, booklets from other agencies, right? And these agencies have got to go in there with these booklets to explain, okay, here's what we do for you, here's what we do for you, here's what we do for you. And I've got it all up here. I will sit with you, and I will tell you everything that Partnership Realty and myself, the realtor, will do for you without having to leave it there. When they see that you're an individual like that, highly experienced, and I've done my research, I've already seen in that neighborhood how many homes are active at the moment. I've already seen the square footage. I've already seen the photos. I've seen if they're outdated, if they've been remodeled, how many days have they been on the market, the square footage compared to the subject property. I've seen the pendings. How long have they been on the market? I've actually seen the conditions. I've seen the sold, how long they've been on the market, the conditions, the square footage. So when I go to you to talk to you, where other realtors are going to go there and they look like they're reading out of a booklet. Okay, so look at this CMA. I'm telling you, well, the house next door was on the market for 87 days, but it has nowhere near, it's got nowhere near your kitchen, Your kitchen is absolutely gorgeous. It's very contemporary, very modern. The lighting, the flooring, this, you know what I mean? I've already seen it. Do your legwork. People think that being a realtor is just, get the license and that's it. No, there's a lot of hard work involved with it. But it's hard work if you think it's hard work. I kind of like it. I love real estate. So it's not hard work to me. I mean, I've got to do something for a living. I'm not going to go live underneath the bridge. There's no way. And even if you live underneath the bridge, that's still hard work, man. Can you imagine a rainy day underneath the bridge? Ouch, cold day underneath the bridge. No food. Oh my God. Now, so one way or the other, you're going to work. You're going to work, okay? So I prefer to work elegantly and something that, provides us satisfaction because we're helping our community, okay? So about that 6%, just going back to it, not everybody is the same because I've seen so many so many listings that people have bought the home less than a year and they've moved to another city which is probably an hour and 15 minutes away. But they commute, they work. Let's just use, for example purposes, here in Palm Beach County. And I guarantee you through all you guys' minds right now, you know a bunch of people just like this, but I'm not going to mention any cities, correct? And they have to travel back and forth every single day. After an entire year or 10 months or 8 months, that gets pretty old. So now they bought the home a year ago. They bought it with an FHA loan, 3% down, 3.5% down, conventional loan, 3% down. They don't have the equity in there. They don't have the equity in there to, in order to be able to maybe pay 6%. I've actually seen sellers that have had to bring money to the table. So truly, are you going to charge them 6% or not? There you go. So let's be accurate about life. Let's be accurate about life. Let's be realistic about life.
It's happening right now on the West Coast.
It's happening everywhere.
There are many buyers that bought overpriced and now they have no options.
Listen, it's happening everywhere. So that's why I'm telling you that I don't mean to go against whoever that speaker was, but it's not like that. That's giving you a fairy tale. That's actually giving you a fairy tale because life is not a fairy tale. Life is not a fairy tale. So you know how many deals we've actually saved because.
He says that, and the most important was he said leave it open to the seller to tell you how much he's able to pay.
But that's exactly what I just said, wasn't it? That's exactly what my whole start of this conversation was. Speak to the sellers.
Because at the end of the day, if any of us done a rent, I believe we do more work for a rental than for selling a house.
Yeah, they're both just as hard.
So work.
They are both just as hard. Buyers work. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. Who works harder, a listing agent or a buyer's agent? Heck yeah. In my opinion, at least, and you guys too, the ones that just said that. A buyer's agent is on top of this file from the beginning all the way to the very, very end. Okay, it takes a lot of work. It takes following up with the title company if there's violations, if there's any liens. It takes with the mortgage company. They've already sent you the document. Oh wait, I thought you had the document. When I called you, you told me you had the document. Now you don't. They've sent it to you. It takes so much work. And we have to be on top of it because we're doing one thing and one thing only, protecting the client's interests. So what is the client's interest? Their escrow deposit. We are protecting their escrow deposit, the transaction. So realtors work really hard. And here's a story that I tell all the time. Some years ago, there was a company that opened up here, and I think for $350, they put your property in the MLS. They put it in the MLS. That's all they did. So now you, the seller, you're going to go, I'm going to save money. I'm going to save a lot of money. They're going to put my property in the MLS, correct? And now you as the homeowner have to do your own showing instructions. You have to negotiate your own deals. Then you have to follow up with the entire deal. Oh, wait, you now the seller, you know in 30 days you got to move, right? So you're going to go over there, put an escrow deposit down on another property. Or you might have to, it could be a rental or a purchase. Careful if it's a purchase and you're upgrading to a much more expensive home. If that deal falls apart, and you as the homeowner, under a $350, you're responsible for the whole transaction, you are in trouble. Well, that company lasts no more than a year. In a year, it was closed down, it was done. It doesn't work because the majority of the homeowners, unless you've sold, and I've had this conversation with quite a few people. Some go, I don't really need a realtor. Well, yeah, you've sold homes before. You're somewhat involved in the industry, and you're right. But the normal homeowner, the average working citizen, has never bought a home, doesn't know what a 30-year fixed loan and what it requires to qualify for it and things like that. So let me ask you guys a question. Are there more individuals that know how to handle their own deals, or are there more that really need the help and the assistance of a buyer's agent? Absolutely. If you were to ask me what my ratios are, is it a, like for example, at 100%, is you know, I don't know, 98% to 2, or let's just say, you know, 70-30, I would probably tell you comfortably, I don't know, 95-5. Maybe 5% of the public that's out there, correct? 5% really can handle on their own. They don't need a realtor. But they've got experience in it, and somehow they were in the banking business, they were in the title company, they've sold homes before, they've flipped quite a few homes before, okay? 5%, but how about the other 95%? The other 95%, that's why it didn't work, because they do need a buyer's agent enormously. So you guys are very valuable to make sure this transaction goes through as smooth as possible, because you guys know very well there is no smooth transaction. Once in a while you'll run into one smooth transaction. There are too many bodies involved, too many entities, and everybody is, well, I have to leave early because you know, I got to pick up my kid, or I don't feel good so I'm not coming in, or I don't take calls like after 5 o'clock. I don't know what the case may be, man. But when you're dealing with so many entities, what must we have as realtors? One of the main things that I always say, patience. We do a lot of therapy, a lot of yoga, a lot of things like that, or a lot of alcoholic beverages. No, mentira. No alcoholic beverages, guys. Stay away from that. Try to do the yoga. Yeah.
Ismael, today I was at a realtors meeting, Madness Network in Point St. Lucie, and a young lady was pitching our listing. And she said, this is my listing, but the seller will not pay a buyer's agent. And we all looked at her because I could see how the Missouri sue is impacting our industry.
Well, it's already here in Florida too.
Yes. So she said the only thing I was able to do for the buyer agent is to give her a referral, because she gave her a very low commission.
Yeah, you know, you know, that's not the normal seller. The normal seller recognizes, okay, that he would really be hurting, he or she, or they would be really hurting themselves by not paying a buyer's agent, okay? So, first of all, what I would ask that young lady was, what was your commission, miss? If I was there, if I was present there. Okay, so what is she doing? Keeping the 2% for herself?
She's going to get the girl, the buyer agent.
No, wait. My question to you, young lady, say you're the young lady. Young lady, so you were able to negotiate 2% listing, okay? So what are you doing? Keeping the 2% for? Why don't you do 1-on-1?
Yeah, I'll share it.
Why don't you do 1 and 1? Okay? At least 1%. No, I mean, I would totally disagree with that one. I would personally totally disagree with that one. This is why it's good to hear other people's opinions. Okay? So if it's only 2% that I was able to get from that listing, from that seller, then I would do this. One thing that I recommend Partnership Realty, don't ever do that, guys. Do not. Okay? You guys be as fair as possible. Because I don't know if you guys believe in karma or not, but I am monstrously, hugely believe in karma. Everything that I've done in life is by being good and helping people, you know. So karma. So if I get 2%, guess what? 1 and 1. And then I'll tell the buyer's agent, listen, buyer's agent, I'm really sorry, but you can. I'll be happy to show you the listing agreement. All I was able to get is 1 and 1, 2%. Does your buyer like the home? Do they really like the home? I think that we should think about the buyer at least 1%, and listen to this buyer's agent. Exactly, it's still a profit.
Yes.
And listen to this buyer's agent. Not every single, because it's not the 1% that you must think about. It's the relationship that you just established with that buyer. And that buyer is going to refer you over to their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their co-workers, their friends. Look at the long picture. I mean, don't look at the right now. I mean, I'm only making 1%. Any home nowadays, guys, here, any home nowadays, you're lucky I wasn't at that meeting. Any home nowadays is $350,000. That's $3,500. If any single one of you guys in here says to me, well, Ismael, sorry, I don't work for $3,500. I go, what? I really wish someone would raise their hand. Sorry, I don't work for $3,500. You're in the wrong office. You're in the wrong office. Wait, these companies, which I'm going to mention no names, a bunch of their realtors are working right here with us. These are global companies. They're at Partnership Realty. They're at Partnership Realty because of our pay plan, policies, procedures, and everything that we've got. Okay? And they sell maybe a couple homes a year. Yeah, they will make monster, huge commissions. Okay? But we've got other realtors that you can go talk to Leslie right there in payroll that are selling just as much as they do on a weekly basis. Their checks are 30, 40, 50,000, and they do 3 or 4 of those a week. Go talk to her. Get those people's names. What's the difference? Okay? So you can go work for one of those big companies like that, right? That you'll sell 1 property a year, correct? But me, I like working with the actual client. You can sell more. Here, I'll give you an easier way to understand what the heck I'm mumbling about. So you want to sell $1 million property. I prefer to sell 2 $500,000 properties, right? Which is easier to sell? 2 $500,000 properties or $1 million property? 2. And I'm already sold, and I just sold $1 million.
You have 2 relationships.
And I've got 2 relationships. Thank you. And those 2 relationships will build and grow faster than that 1 relationship, you know, without a doubt. I would prefer to do 400,000 and say 550 or something. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But I will not let go. I will not let go of, let's say, 300. And by the way, $350,000 homes nowadays. Good luck finding that one, right? So any home's $400,000, $500,000. That's $5,000. If you guys are to tell me, Ismael, I don't work for $5,000, I go, man, I want to be with you. Come on. Can we leave from here and you tell me everything that you do because I want to do what you do. You know, I'm in a different category. Tell me, you know, I mean, so no, 1% is phenomenal. Think about, like you said, the client. Sorry, Catherine, you had a question.
Questions I'm getting from my clients, like, why buy now? The interest rates are so high.
Good question.
Buy now. I'll wait till next year.
Yeah. Let them wait till 2025 when the interest rates have gone up and the property values have gone up. It's called supply and demand. It's called supply and demand. When the supply reduces, what happens to the demand? goes up. And then people want to sell. People want to sell because the property values have gone up, correct? So I would prefer, I did a class on how to reduce your APR. I did a class on that. I mean, whether you guys were here or not, or you want to watch it, it's totally up to you. So I have never been afraid of 15% interest rates. I've never been afraid of 10, 12, 10, 8, 9. I've never been afraid of interest rates because I know how to do it. I know how to do my finances and calculations and so forth, and amortizations as well too, okay? So even if I get the interest rate a tad bit higher, okay, I will make extra payments to the premium, okay, to the actual principal balance, where the APR is gonna reduce any darn way. It's gonna reduce because I'm paying that house off early, okay? So, but if not, so I prefer to refinance the home if the interest rates go down, and you know, the property value is going to be a lot less. But if the property values go up, because guys, you know, we live in South Florida, right? We live in an area that we take for granted. We take for granted where we're at. We're what, minutes away from the ocean? Both coastlines are beautiful. The Gulf and the Atlantic, are you serious? They're gorgeous. Have you seen everything that's here in South Florida? Gorgeous. So we're just going to do nothing but grow and grow and continue to grow, okay? So property values will go up. Is it going to be hard for certain families, families with a certain financial budget? You know, yeah, it's kind of hard for them, but most of them are finding homes like right in Central Florida and stuff like that. They are being sold, and there's a ton of them being sold right now from Orlando all the way to Tampa, a ton. Our realtors are selling real estate over there big time. Our developers are up in Palm Bay. They're all up in that area, and there's homes being sold for under $300,000, $250,000, $260,000 and stuff like that. So our realtors from Miami are traveling up there, and here's the best part about this, guys, because you hit the nail on the head a couple of minutes ago. When our realtors from Dade County, Palm Beach County, St. Lucie County, from wherever they're going, and they're selling a property up in Orlando, they just established the client in a relationship. That client is telling another client, and I can't tell you guys, go talk to Leslie, payroll. I see the CDs anyway, and I sign your DAs, so I know where you're closing at, okay? They're closing 3 to 4 deals up north all the time. That's not bad. Even if it's $250,000 times 4, that's $1 million he just sold. Oh, someone else is here sitting around doing this, waiting. I will get that $1 million listing. I will get that $1 million listing. I will get that. And then light candles and I don't know, do all your seance. I want that $1 million listing. I don't know what you're going to do. Me, I prefer to work for it. It's not that hard of a work. Get in the car, go over there, learn new areas, learn new stuff, do marketing. While I'm there, I've got my what's that called? The stick, the selfie stick, and I am doing so much marketing while I'm there, because I am marketing towards that area. Guys, I love real estate. You guys are not licensed just for here. You're licensed for the entire state of Florida. Think about that one. I don't know. I love my real estate. I always have. That's why I've been doing it for so long. And I won't change careers. I really love that, we're independent contractors. No one tells you. Do I tell you guys? Tell me the last time I called you and told you what to do. Never. Never. We're here to work together as a team. I'm here to advise you, guide you, protect you protect you in real estate, and your clients. But, we run our own schedules, the money that we make. And, oh my God, I love real estate. Forget that. It's a totally different subject.
Just last night, I did anybody can have a YouTube channel here, so it's not, I'm not promoting my channel or whatever. With one of my clients that he was waiting 1.5 years with me for the drop down of the interest.
Yeah.
And then he was okay with me to tape a video explaining with numbers. I just put it last night on. The amount of money that he lost in 1.5 years.
Yes, sir.
Waiting for
Paying rent.
in rent, and how much more he paid.
Let me help you.
At the end of the day.
Let me assist you with that.
And everybody can do that and have that on your
Any rent,
show to your client.
any rent is $2,000. Would you guys say a month? Average 2,000, 1,800. Let's just round it off to 2,000. Multiply by 12 months is 24 months. Sorry, 12 months. How much is that? $24,000. I could have bought that interest rate down to probably 3%. But if I would have put $24,000 down,
But
and
you know what? I based the video more in the amount of equity that
oh wait, yeah, wait.
month.
Let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. First of all, I bought the interest rate down with all the money that I lost. And how about the equity that I lost? It's a losing win. Yes, it's a matter of educating your clients. Absolutely, good job by doing
And
that.
I think you can do something similar for you on and have it on your cell phone and show it to your client, because I have a bunch of clients waiting too.
You know,
all us at the same time.
I get a lot of calls daily, people coming from other offices daily. And they ask about leads. They ask about leads. Boy, are we in a good room today, okay? I'm going to tell you guys something, and I want you guys to back me up. I really don't. I really prefer when you guys are honest with me and you guys tell me, Ishmael, I totally disagree with you. You are not going to hurt my feelings, I promise you. You're not going to hurt my feelings. It's just going to give me something to talk about. And then you'll express your point of view, I'll express my point of view. All right? But I want to ask you guys a question. Which is the best way to get clients? A company feeding you leads, and there's not that many buyers at the moment. So, okay, a company feeding you leads, and it could be what, a couple of a month, or if that one a month, something like that, 2 or 3 months, if you're lucky, right? Or you generating your own leads. Because if that company ever folds and goes down, what's going to happen to your business? Ciao. But if you have your own lead generated, okay, and you're generating, and you got your own clientele basis, that sticks forever. That is forever. Okay? So what's easier? Do I bring you the fish, put it on your table, or do I teach you how to fish? Which one of the two? Teach you how to fish. Okay? So where do you guys really think that these top realtors, which you guys seen at our award ceremony party, where do you think they're getting all of their clients from? Their good looks? Wait, I got options. Their good looks. Well, it depends on your opinion. I don't know if they're good looking or not. Some of them, maybe, you know, it's totally up to you. But let's go with their good looks. Their persuasive eyes that they just look at you and they just you know, put you to sleep. And you go, yes, of course, I'll buy this home. Oh, wait, can you look at my husband too and persuade him? Yes. And he'll go, yes, it's two of us. We are totally retards and we'll sign anything you want. Really? You really think that exists? How about good looks? You really think because of good looks, I'm the most handsome guy on the planet and you're going to buy this house? You really? Seriously, guys, give me... Somebody go, okay. Or do you think it's marketing? Their social media marketing. How do you think they're getting their clients? And let me tell you how. It's called social media marketing. And how many of you guys in here agree with this here? Please raise your hand. There's some monster guys in here. And I am so proud of you guys because you guys are freaking doing it. So don't look at me here. Ask them. Turn around. Look at them. And do exactly what they're doing. Wait, all those big individuals that were up there, you know, the top producers that you guys seen? Where the hell do you think that they got their clients from? Social media. Where are you getting all your clients from?
100% social media.
Okay, guys, did I pay you for that?
No.
Seriously, where are you from anyway? What city do you live in?
Plantation.
What are you doing all the way in West Palm Beach? Education. Education.
Learning is marketing.
If you guys can remember, there were a lot of things that these top producers that I asked them to say a couple words. A lot of them, a lot of things. Oh, by the way, I didn't like when your husband backed out, didn't want to say a single word, remember? When I go, okay, say something, and he goes, not me. He backed out. Boy, he was like smoke. Poof, he was gone. Well, anyway, most of the top producers, they did say a couple of words. And all of them said the very, very, very same thing, okay? They said knowledge, product knowledge, exactly what you guys are getting here. Product knowledge is everything. Then a lot of them recognize Sonia, without a doubt. I mean, that lady is a tool, man. That is a tool. That lady's going to give you more time so you guys can focus more on marketing, getting more clients, bringing more files in. Are you serious? You got other office have team leaders, coaches, mentors. What do they do from you? Take away from you. They might give you a little bit of advice. You've got a team of transaction coordinators that will take they will take your transaction from A to Z, and they will assist you with everything for one small flat fee. But they will make sure you're within compliance. They will make sure you don't miss one of those dates that I talk about and the 7 most important. And every single one of them said the same thing. We are so thankful for Sonia. You guys were there.
You know what I call Sonia?
What?
Headache saver. That's what she is.
Sonia is the most dangerous woman I've ever met in my life. Because she's so quiet, so sweet, so polite. That's the dangerous ones. She gets things done. She does. She gets things done. I've had so many files that I've taken to her myself personally that I've just gotten nowhere with it. And I go, Sonia, can you really help me with this? And she comes back 30 minutes and goes, oh, done. And I go, oh my God, how did you do it? It's just a different face, a different way of explaining it, her softness, her professionalism on how to explain things. You know, where I call them up, you go, okay, can you? No, I don't speak like that. You know, but she has a way of doing it. She's got a way of doing it.
I was gonna just add to that. I did my first transaction.
Congratulations.
And I did it, working full time, and I did it. And if it wasn't for that team,
Exactly.
Our team was awesome. Like you said, from A to Z, no stone left unturned.
None.
Something I didn't know. I'm like, really? I'm like, can you get it? Handled it. It was awesome.
And you want me to tell you one more thing to add to that? Say the file falls apart and it wasn't your fault. It was a finance file and you got a denial letter way after that. These ladies have a chain of emails. They've got a chain of everything that they've been asking for this. So we are in compliance. Our realtors will always be in compliance. Will always be in compliance. So if the deal falls apart, at least your license is intact because we did our jobs correctly. So yeah, no, I am very proud of them to have them. And I love them to death. I truly love them to death, because they help a lot of our realtors be very successful, especially the ones that have a daytime job. Even though the other ones, all these other top realtors, they don't have a daytime job. Their daytime job is a realtor, but they still wouldn't do this without them. They wouldn't do it. It's impossible. You can't do. I've had realtors, and before this inflation, which we're still in, okay, in my opinion, again, we're still in inflation because the interest rates are still up there. So if the interest rates fall back down, we've got realtors that close anywhere from 20, 25, 26, 27 files per month. Do the freaking math on that one. Oh, we've got them. They're still here with us. Okay? You know what it is? 10 files per month. You can't handle them all. Let them do it for you. Your job is just marketing, live your life, go on vacation, do what you want to do, get more files, get more clients. That's your job. Let them do the administrative tedious work, because I call it tedious work. That's what I do.
That's a teamwork.
It's a teamwork. That's why I'm telling you. We've got everything that you need. We are the only real estate agency that owns their own TV production crew. I mean, on Tuesday, we've got another property, and this is something for leverage for you guys as well, too. I mean, to get these high-end properties, so this lady's got, I'm not going to mention, you guys will see the video. It's a $1.7 million listing. And what did the seller request? That it needs to be seen internationally. So where are we going? The entire production crew here, in your behalf. We're going to go over there, and it's a beautiful home. I mean, a knockdown, beautiful home. Okay, and I think it's underpriced, if you ask my opinion on it. And we're going to do a beautiful video, and we're going to market that property. I think one of the best places to market it through will be Canada, Central, and South America. That's where we're going to take your listing from your seller, and your seller expects this. Now, we're only going to charge the seller. How much do we charge the seller at the end? Zero. Zero. And this is not just a drone. This is not a little camera. This is a full-blown video. Take a look at our feature home videos. They are where? You can see them on YouTube. You can see them on Facebook. And we also do short mini clips through Instagram and TikTok. What does that do? That captures the person's attention, but nobody buys a home from a 90-second video or a 60-second video. No one goes to TikTok and sees a second 60 video, right? And goes, oh, that's the house I wanted. It's not going to happen. But that will loop them into where? YouTube and Facebook. They will see that 35-minute video. They'll see that 40-minute video. And it's actually, it's helped many of our realtors achieve great listings. Because if I'm a developer, if I am an investor, and if I want to sell my house quickly because I have my eyes set on another one, I would want, if I'm going to give you a listing, I want to know, why should I give it to you? Why are you different to every other realtor? So you guys have got so many tools here at Partnership Realty. Take advantage of it. Go after these luxury homes. Why not? Go after them. Because no one else has these tools. Yeah, they can't do it. They're going to have to pay someone. Like I talked to a realtor, I think it was last week. She goes, oh yeah. Well, she was calling me up to see if she wanted to switch over. He goes, oh yeah. I had somebody that came and is going to come and do the same, is going to do a video like that. I go, can I ask you how much you're going to pay that someone? Because I want to see if it's the charge. Because, I mean, the cost for these videos are anywhere from $8,000, $10,000 to up to $15,000 to do the production on it. But it's free to you guys. And she goes, oh, it's cost $100. Are you kidding me? For $100? You can't, what are you going to get? You're going to get nothing out of $100. Someone that's going to come in there with the little camera they bought for $60 over at, one of the local stores, and you know what I mean? It's not the same. $100, there's no way. There's no way. But you guys here at Partnership Realty are very privileged that it's free to you guys. Take advantage of that. Go after these high-end listings because no one else has it, Another point that I really want to bring up with you guys here, besides that we talked a lot about the commissions, correct? Is making sure on when you guys do showing instructions, a lot of people use lock boxes, the combination lock boxes. I like Supras. Buy a Supra. I think you rent them nowadays, correct? You can rent them. Rent them. You will know who went in that property, what time, how long they were in there, and what time they actually came out. Supras are phenomenal. I highly recommend them, especially when it's tenant occupied, owner occupied, or just any property, or an investor's home. Lock boxes, I don't really recommend them, guys. I don't recommend them. Again, my opinion only, but I mean, you're making 100% commission here. You can't tell me, and it's a tax write-off anyway. If you rent, I don't even know how much they rent them for, But that is such a valuable tool that I really wanted to go over with you guys. Showing instructions. Make sure that when you guys get showing instructions, if you're not going to make it, cancel it with ample time. Another recommendation that I'm going to give our new realtors and even our existing realtors, okay? I personally will tell the clients that when I send you 5 or 6 or 7 listings, I will ask you to please drive by and go look at the neighborhood first. Don't get off, and I'll leave it in a text. I'll leave it. Please do not get off and disturb, the privacy of the homeowner or the tenants. Just drive by the neighborhood. Make sure you like the outside of the home and you like the neighborhood, but do not get out of your car. If you want to see the property inside, then you give me the MLS number or give me the address, and we will coordinate a date and time for you to see the property inside, okay? Most realtors will get in the car with the client and they'll drive there. Now, they made showing instructions to see this property, and when they get there, the client goes, I don't like the home. Can we get off, please? I have an appointment to go see it. Do you mind if we get off? I don't like it. But yeah, it's just not polite. It's not professional. My wife says she doesn't like it. I go, okay. I'll get off. I don't know what I'm going to do. You guys should just put yourself in a pickle right there. Imagine the guy turns around. My wife says she doesn't like it. Okay, I don't want to lose the client.
Yes.
But I think the proper way of doing it is ask them to drive by first. If it's a gated community, then obviously it's totally different. It's totally different if it's a gated community. But if it's not a gated community, ask them to drive by. Ask them to take a look at it, And please, don't cancel the listing. So let's say, here, I'll give you an example. Let's say that you sent them 5 listings, and by listing number 2, they liked it. By listing number 2, they liked it. And they go, I want to put an offer on that. You got 3 other listings. You guys need to send a text or an email, right, to the listing agent. Hey, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to make it. I truly apologize. My client saw another property they liked previously, or something like that. So make sure communication is very, very, very important. If you guys make it to a listing and the back door, the sliding glass door was left open, correct? Take a snapshot of it. Send it to the listing agent. Hey, good morning, good afternoon. Listen, I just arrived here to your listing. I found the back door open. Here's a snapshot of it. I'll make sure it's closed. And make sure you turn off all the lights. Make sure you close everything. Listen, are we professionals or not? We are. We are. Just behave like professionals, Another thing, what if a client comes up to you guys and says, I want to make an offer on this property. I want to make an offer on this property. And you're going to go, okay, let's go see it. No, I don't need to see it. I just want to make an offer on it. Should that be a red freaking flag, or should that be the entire pole and the entire the entire room? If that's not a flag, guys, okay, you can't do that, man. That's called parachuting into a deal. You're not the procuring costs. You are not the procuring costs. Sit down with me.
Some investment don't like to see the house.
Some investors like Ismael Alvarez, absolutely not. I will drive by the outside of the house. I will look at the outside of the house, and I know exactly what the inside looks like.
I see the offer in cash, but they don't want to see the property. So fragments it already.
Yeah, but when I send you an offer like that as an investor, I will put in there no inspections. I want the house. I already seen the outside. If the outside is well kept, the inside is well kept too. If the outside is destroyed, I already know what the inside is like. It's not like you're gonna get a homeowner or somebody that owns the property and is gonna go, I will just take care of my yard. Forget the home inside. I'll destroy that. But I'm a yard man. No, they take care of both. Okay, so you'll also get offers with people who have not even seen it. They haven't even seen the property. See, you guys understand that these companies that they will send this to everybody and every listing out there. And then they'll tell you a 10-day inspection. And if you look at additional terms, they have a write-up of about this thick. I wouldn't even take it. Yeah, it just happened to you. I wouldn't even accept it. And if they call me back, I go, listen, you might really want to see the property before we consider it. You might want to offer me more for the property when you walk in there. So go over there. You might want to offer me more. No, I think it's overpriced. I wouldn't accept an offer like that. Go look at the property unless it's an investor, okay, like me, that will tell you I'm taking it as is, no inspections, whatever it's got. I'll handle it. That's what I do for a living. That's exactly what I do for a living, okay? So, and I've done it like that before I became a realtor. So, it depends on the scenarios. But yours like that, yeah, you will get a ton of them. And I tell the realtors all the time, like, send me the offer. I go, don't even accept it because it's, send it back to them. Go take a look at the property, see if you like it, and if you don't, you might want to pay more for it. You might want to pay more for it if you see it. So things like that, be very leery of because it's a waste of time, and it's a bad reputation or a bad, on front of your seller. Because if you go on their contract, 10 days later they go, we don't want the property. Boy, you're going to look really sharp in front of that seller. That seller's going to say, you're wasting my time. Okay? So it's stuff that we need to know. Stuff there that we really, truly need to know. So again, cancel your listings on a timely manner. Cancel your listings on a timely manner. Take snapshots of anything that you might see irregular inside the home. But those are pretty much, I think, of, back to the procuring costs. Come see me on a one-to-one basis, okay? Come see me on that. Something else talking about procuring costs. Do not, please don't do this. So if you have a client and the client says to you, there is an open house in my neighborhood and it's going to be for this Saturday, make sure that you are ready to go and you will be there with your client for that open house. If you can't make it because you've got your daughter's birthday or your son's birthday or God knows whatever it is, make sure you've got a coworker to go with you. I prefer to split it with the coworker than to get zero. Okay? Let's say you don't have a coworker because you don't have any friends at this moment. Impossible, man. You guys got me. I'm your friend. Call me up. I'll find you a friend. I will find you a friend, okay? Please call me. I will find you a friend. An instant friend. Drop of water, bing, you got a friend. Okay? It's just a drop of water. I got one for you. But for example, all right, let's say it's a Sunday. Your client calls you up because this happens, right? 30 minutes prior, we're going to this open house that's in such and such place. You don't have time to call me. I don't have that Jack and the Beanstalk bean that I could just plant and boom, I got the tree. Okay? And you can't get a coworker to show up at that moment. Here's what you do. Text the realtor. Call the realtor, the listing agent. Good morning, Mr. Realtor. Listen, I want to see if I can ask a favor from you. This is a very last moment thing. I have a client of mine. And besides, first I'm going to tell you verbally, and then I am going to text it to you. Correct? And I'm also going to email it to you. So it's going to be in there in 3 different ways. My client wants to see the property. I'm just wondering if you will be kind enough just to allow them to walk through the home and see it. They called me at the very last moment. I am at my daughter's birthday party. I can't get away. Would you be kind enough? Those realtors have the option to say, nope, I won't do it. They've got the option. They don't have to do it. So you're in a tough pickle at that moment. Talk to your client. Say, client, please, do me a favor. Can you wait another hour? It's a five. The open house is for 5 hours or 4 hours. Can you just let me cut the cake? I'll be there. No, listen. Can I ask you guys? Yeah, let me cut the cake with my daughter. Sorry, daughter. Ciao. You're on your own with the husband or whatever. Can you guys remember something that Tamaida said? Besides Tamaida, when she went up there and spoke, and this is at the very, very end, she also gave thanks to her family and her husband, which I applauded. Yeah. Because, you guys remember that? She says, my husband and my family puts up with me that I show up at 11 o'clock at night, 11:30 at night, and they understand my job. That at many times, the husband's been the one there with the daughter. Your mom loves you. She really does. She's just working. The daughter quite doesn't understand that because she's 11 years old. Yeah, I'm going to get a new mom, or you're going to divorce. Forget that. But she said that, didn't she? It's just all a sacrifice. So if I am there and I can't get anyone, I'm going to ask the clients to be kind enough and wait at least 1 more hour for me to make it there. I'll show the property and then I'll come back to my birthday party. But so, for example, let's say you do get a listing agent who is kind enough, professional enough, that it's just the right person as I am, okay, and as we are, would say yes, not a problem. Make sure you let them know the name of your clients and if they will be attending with their mom, daughter, kids, or whoever. Find out who's going to go there. Tell them what time they're going to go there, and then after you tell them, send them a text, send them an email so it stays in writing everywhere. It's not the recurring costs. They're not. They chose to allow your client to walk in and they chose to allow them to see it, okay? But then try to go back with your client again. Hey, let's go take a look at it. I really want to see it. I want to see what you guys are excited about. It's going to be a beautiful home. I can't wait to see it. Come on, let's go back and see it one more time before you make an offer on it, okay? Try to do that, guys. Don't just send the client over there and then expect to say, that's my client. Really? Yeah, okay. So I don't know if you guys have any other questions, but I think I covered some pretty important.
What if I have a client, a buyer that comes from overseas, or someone from other countries?
We have tons of international buyers.
So do I need to?
Good question, because that opens up another one that I want to talk about, okay? There are certain documents right now for clients overseas that even clients that live here, okay, there are certain documents that title companies are requesting for them to sign, and all they want to make sure is that you're not involved with anything illegal. So basically, sir, ma'am, folks, sign the document. Are you involved with anything illegal? Nope, because I wouldn't want to be involved with you if you are, okay? Sign the document. Sign the document. You got nothing to do. All they want to make sure is that you're not on that watch list. So if you're not involved with anything illegal, sign it blindfoldedly.
Closing or before closing?
This is at closing. Yeah,
The
yeah. It's got to do with the FERPTA. Yeah, it's got to do with the FERPTA right now and so forth, like that. But for national buyers, you really want to work with the title agency that is used to working with foreign national buyers. Why? We've got the attorneys, we've got the accountants, and we know how to explain things to the clients. We had a client the other day, a realtor, and this was, I think before December. And we actually switched them over to a new title agency because that title agency didn't know how to explain that to them. Scared the living gajibis out of the buyer, because when you read it, they think it's money laundering and all this stuff. So do you do money laundering, sir? Ma'am? You don't. don't worry about it. It's just a normal form that they give to everybody who doesn't have, residency or doesn't have legal status or just, is here with a visa. It's normal. It's normal. And I find it very well. It's no big deal, Yeah.
Piggyback on that. So we have a lot of people here now with GPS status and things like that. Is there anything around, like how do we work with them, or is that thing?
Well, again, by just explaining to them, you're not, I'll be honest with you, because I don't even want to be involved with you if you're under anything illegally. I mean, if you're not, and you just don't have your residency's papers all lined up yet, you have nothing to worry about, because the government's not looking for someone that's in the means of applying to get, their residency and things like that. They're looking for people who are bad, and you don't seem to be. Well, I mean, you can't go based on impressions, okay? You can't go based on impression, right? Exactly. Just ask them the question, and honestly, they're going to make up their own answer. They're going to have their own answer for that question. They know they're not doing anything illegal. They know they haven't done anything illegal. Everything they worked for, and sometimes, they're applying with very minimum down payment. Very minimum down payment. Are you serious? If you were a money launderer, you'd be the worst money launderer on the planet. You know what I mean? You need like food stamps and things like that to assist you and help you, because you are really in need. Let me put you to another career. Here is the food stamp department. This is where you need to be at. So no, nothing to worry about on that there, Just ask them the question straightforward. Straightforward, because first of all, I wouldn't want to be involved with you if you were. I wouldn't want to be involved with you. So no, it's really nothing to worry about. But, work with the title agency. Our title companies, you know how many foreign nationals we work with? And, we have a lot that are coming into this country, and so forth. It's normal. It's normal from everywhere, from Canada, from Central, South America, from Europe. Are you kidding me? A ton. So we're here to assist them and help them. And a lot of sellers are not even in this country. They're in other countries. We just did one in Spain. We did a closing in Spain. The lady lived out in the country, out way west of Spain. The closing's for 30 days. We still have enough time for her to sign the documents and get it back here in the U.S. as the seller, because she wasn't going to come back in. So, yeah, we'll handle it. I love that one. That is so sarcastic of a good, that is such a mean question. The lady was a little bit not cooperative. So I suggested to the realtor, I go, how much money are you making? Because I'll take a flight to freaking Spain. That would be great, man. Are you serious? I will love it. I'll get my notary, freaking fly out to Spain, man. Oh, it's a write-off anyways, business. She can take a taxi to the embassy. Heck, forget a taxi. If, say she lived there out in the country, right? She can take a freaking donkey on a cart, and she will make it there in 30 days. She can't be that far away from the city. You've got plenty of time, ma'am. Pack your backpack. I'm being sarcastic. I'm joking around because it's getting to the end of the class, and now my mind just starts to think about lunch, and I don't think correctly sometimes when it gets late like this. So yeah, no, she's got ample time to get there, ample time. We've done closings in Haiti. We've done closings before Russia went into this whole Ukraine. We were doing closings in Russia. We're everywhere, Now, obviously, there's no closings in Russia now. Not anymore. There's not. Not anymore. There's not. But I mean, all of Miami Beach. Are you kidding? Bell Harbor, Sunny Isles, Hollandale, all that. That is such a big Russian community. Buyers and sellers there. But it also is from from Argentina, from many different countries. It's a great area. Great areas, and we have a lot of listings from there. You guys should market yourself.
Checking on the listing, yeah.
You should market yourself. Use our listings and market yourself. You're doing a great job in marketing. Yeah, it's you. You're doing a great job, and I always hit like. I always hit like because you are going to do phenomenal. I always hit like on all of yours. Yeah, guys, do what she does. But can I ask you a question? Does it?
Follow me, Facebook and TikTok.
Yeah.
Cristina Familia.
Can I ask you a question? Does it come with hard work? Does it come with hard work?
Yes, but I love
But
it.
you enjoy it. Did you hear that?
I enjoy it.
Henry is another individual that I'm so proud of him. Okay? Does it come with hard work?
It takes time every day,
But do you enjoy it?
goes one a month.
Do you?
From there, it's paid off.
When I see you, when you're doing it, and I'm clicking like that I like you, okay? When I do that, I see the passion and, you know, the love that you're doing it with. And you do phenomenally well. Phenomenally well. Both you and your wife. Oh, wait, who did you learn all that from? No, stop. You know what? I told you I love controversies. We'll argue that one if you want. I don't care. We'll argue that one.
He doesn't like too much the
Are you kidding me? Your wife was the #1 marketing social media person I can remember.
But here, and every time she shows in the videos, I have more views.
Okay. God. Oye, esto es, I am the man. Mira, wait. I want to give my opinion on that. I love these going back and forth. Your wife used to drive every day from Pembroke Pines, where you guys lived at, the plantation, to here for these classes because they weren't live.
It was Miami Lakes.
Miami Lakes. Your wife, drove every single, because we did classes 5 days a week, okay? And she was back in time to pick up her son, your son, right, from school, all right? But your wife now has worked so hard that she doesn't even need to do marketing anymore. You know why? She works on referrals. You're new. So you're marketing. You are new.
Because all the clients belongs to her.
Exactly, because she did the sacrifice already. I used to see her and I used to click like on her all the time because she killed it. And now she doesn't because you start getting referrals. And his wife does nothing but, his wife is a big realtor, huge realtor, okay? But the husband's right behind her. The husband is you're 2 steps behind her.
All the time.
And always telling her, I'm better. Look at you. No, you are doing great, Henry. You're doing great. You're doing phenomenal. I really am very proud of you guys. Very proud of you guys. But guys, take it from these here. Don't take it from me, man.
No, it's not.
Take it from them.
You're going to love it. Start it and you're going to love it.
You want me to tell you something? When you start making the money that we make, right? Listen to this. When you start making the money that we make, you'll love it. You will have such a love for this career. You go, I love my job.
Why didn't do this 30 years ago? Right? That's what I'm saying to myself.
Exactly.
I just did a rent last night from Texas. The guy called me from Dallas 2 weeks ago. And we just gave him his apartment, rental apartment, last night. Of course, he's getting ready to buy his own apartment.
And who do you think he's going to buy with?
Of course, it's coming from us. He's coming from that. All of those guys are coming because the YouTube channel. And sometimes
Guys.
I can't believe it's so far away.
For the ones that are watching, for the ones that are here present, do you guys really need a better testimonial than this? I'm putting it in your laps. I'm putting it in your hands. You just gotta enjoy it.
Maybe a year and a half, just to reach 1,000 followers.
Right.
It takes time, and every week working on it.
Oh, nothing comes easy, guys.
No,
Nothing comes easy.
it's not.
Everything comes with a sacrifice. You guys just being here today is a sacrifice. You got better things to do. But no, I prefer to be here.
I realize now, and maybe, wow, you have been within this for many years. And what I realize now is I need to do this daily.
Absolutely.
I used
Oh
to
my
do it
God,
2
you
times
know,
a week. I believe I have to do it
my
daily.
class says daily, every single day. I can pull it up right now and show you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Where? Miami, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach County, St. Lucie County, Martin County, Orlando. Well, look at my marketing classes. Look at my marketing classes. It's daily. Daily. It's got to be like a job. The only problem is there's no one above you guys telling you, you have to do it. So you don't do it. It just gets easy.
One thing I would like to say, and maybe don't take it as a 100% like that, because I don't have the truth in my hands. I'm just an
Okay.
experience. Don't pay nobody anything, do it yourself.
Exactly.
No le paguen a nadie.
Don't pay anyone. And be yourself. Don't look.
Ever take one of my videos twice. It comes the way it comes, unless I sell. I mean, sometimes tú dices una barbaridad, so you have to go back. But only in those cases. So be yourself. That's it.
One more tip.
Do I do it my videos myself?
One more tip.
We have,
Don't-
what's this girl from Port St. Lucie? I love her. I don't remember.
There's a lot of them.
No, but I don't remember.
We have a lot of them.
No, but the one that I say, how do you say it? My beautiful people.
Oh, Lismari. Oh, that's a little. She killed it.
So I love
She
that.
killed it. My beautiful. She abbreviated. My beautiful people.
I don't know her name, but I know my beautiful people. And we're friends.
It's coming up with that little cliche.
Be yourself.
Come up with something, that little jingle, that little cliche of yours. And she killed it with that. That is another realtor that I am so proud of, okay? I got such a story with her that I'm not going to share it.
My client, my friend. Even if I know you don't like that, but that's what I've been trying to establish. And people call me, are you my friend? It's unbelievable. Are you my friend? Yes, I am.
I'm telling you, she and everything, all her client bases, her family has turned around so much, and everything is from social media. And if you guys ever, you're not going to see it, but whenever I'm on there watching through social media on a daily basis, I'm hitting like for her all the time. We know why? Because she's doing such a great job, and oh my gosh, she's killing it. And she started zero, and that's a realtor that she would work during the daytime, and I would see her at nighttime. And she goes, many a time she told me, Ishmael, I can't do it anymore. I got to get another job. I go, don't stop. Do not stop. It's going to pay off. You're going to see.
Ismael, it's, in my opinion, sorry I'm interrupting, but I really think, I'm very passionate with this.
I know you are.
It's,
Wait, before you go. Why are you passionate with this? Answer that question. No. Wait. Oh, you want the cameras turned off for this one?
The money you're making, the relationship with the money.
from the bottom of my heart, the money is number one.
There we go. I'm going to clap on that one. You chose the right career.
Right.
You chose the right career.
But the thing is, what I would like to say before was, we're not competing each other.
No, heck no. Never.
Each other. We're not. Yeah. Promote others in your channel. It's if we're more exposed, there's more business. Who cares they're gonna call you or no? They're gonna call you.
Listen.
Somebody will call you.
Just to follow up with that, what you're saying there, when you're watching other people doing all of their social media, don't imitate them.
Right.
Use your form of speaking, your tone of speaking. Take your pace, paste it out. There are so many millions and millions of people identical to you, all of you guys. And they're going to like your form of speaking. They're not going to like mine. You know, I'm going to go up there, talk fast, or moving my hands or something like that. No, use yours. But you have to do it like Henry says, on a daily basis. Like, no, wait, Henry, I say it. I say it in all my marketing classes, daily. You must do it every single day, every single day. And then you'll have something like what Henry says, I am passionate about this. Guys, that's the key word right there, passionate. Oh my God, online. Florida Realtors. Florida Realtors. Florida Realtors is public news. You guys get that magazine every single day. I mean, once a month. It's full of such, and then you also get emails from them on a daily basis. There is so much great information. And that is our governing body. Those are our attorneys, our presidents, vice presidents. Are you kidding me? Florida Realtors.
Sunstack is one of the things that we have from the NAR. It's for free, and we're not able to use all the statistics that they have, and everybody wants to know about it. Go in there, swim in there, learn, and talk about it. That's it.
Yeah. Adults are very interested in a few things, and one of them is something that really runs the United States, and it's real estate. So that's something that I think that you guys should talk about, especially when you got the license, you know. But you have to get educated about it. You have to watch it at home and then just bring it out in your own fashion. That's the secret, guy. That's the secret.
Don't forget, because sometimes we say, Ismael, and we can throw somebody into trouble not explaining this very, very important, minimum but very important thing.
Please.
Always have to identify partnership realty somewhere.
It's called the blind ad. People don't do that. We've spoken about that. I'm going to talk about that real quick before we end the class. And yeah, but I want to, any other questions? You know, I'm going to say bye to our audience that's watching, you know, and sorry, audience, you don't get to hear this one. That's for our classroom realtors only, but I will see you guys at the very next class coming up very soon.